This is Roger Struckoff with Syscon TV, day 2 of Cloud Expo in Santa Clara. We're sitting here with Jesse Shiah, who is CEO and co-founder of AgilePoint. So agility's in the name. We're going to talk about that a little bit. But first, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And tell everyone a little bit about your company and what you do.
Absolutely. So AgilePoint is a company we based in the heart of Silicon Valley, Mountain View right here. Great. And this is our second year come to the Cloud Expo, and we are very excited to see that it's expanded into Internet of Things Expo as well. Yes. And so we are here is really to share with the market, okay, in terms of as a company we have been more than 25 years working with a lot of enterprise customers, and from there we have seen how companies have created applications. Okay, the application really in the end is about deliver values to the end users. But now when we move to cloud computing and we move to mobile, social, and also now Internet of Things, we are seeing that the market really needs a new way of creating applications. So AgilePoint, what we provide is a new generation of application platform called Responsive Application Platform. Okay. So what is the key about this is, firstly, let's take a look at what we are doing now, what we have today. You go to any any organization today, you ask the CIO, you say, well, do you have enough budget to do what you want? Everybody say no. No, of course. Right? And they say, it doesn't matter how much budget I got, 80% is already gone to maintain, to keep the lights on. But what do they mean by that? They really mean by they have a lot of applications they created by different developers over time using different language, okay, C# or VB or SS database or MFC or Lotus Notes. But every one of that become, after the developer creates that, become a legacy. Okay, and now they are thinking about how I need to mobile enable my enterprise. They say, how do I do that with all this different application created differently by different developers, and they're already gone. Okay, so in a way, this responsible application platform is about what we can do is create applications not depending on coding.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so in a way that it's really a model-driven architecture. So how many times, even today, let's take a look at how application being built today, is a business analyst come up with requirements. Many times they create that into like diagrams. They use that to describe to your developers. But developers go away now writing code. But now, after they're done the coding now, but how many times you bring it back to business users and say, that's not what I told you, right? Well, you know what, this happens all the time. I was in that shoes myself before. And so this is where I set out and say, I want to bring these two together, share the same language. So our responsible application platform is in a way using process as a way to empower non-technical subject matter experts and knowledge workers.
So that's what you mean by game changer. That's what you're going, and you're going to companies in distress, or they realize that they need to be working with you, or are you approaching them and saying, look, this is how to go about.
This is how you can build application now. It doesn't turn into a legacy. Yeah. Today, when you turn, if you create application in code, it's all turned into legacy. So what does that mean? People will ask, you say, what does it mean? You don't need code at all. No, we do need code, but the code is just a very low-level enablement. But when you actually build application now, it's actually metadata composition. Right. Okay, so metadata composition can be done in a way graphically by subject matter experts. They will feel like I'm still doing a diagramming, but the diagram now as a model, the model remains as an XML without converting into code. That's a big difference. Without converting them into code, you can drive the engine directly. So now this this offer things that you can break through the barriers of productivity. Secondly, when you come back to improve the application of the process, it's still the same model.
And so this is what you mean by agility. It's almost like a new form of agility?
Absolutely. So now what that means is, now you are subject matter expert now. In the front office, they are able to create applications themselves. They can actually improve the application themselves without burden IT. Yeah. But now let me give one, they say, so how does this really apply to, for example, when you go to cloud computing? Right. Let's take an example. Today, a lot of SaaS application was built today. Yeah. But the SaaS application was mainly still the traditional way. Okay, the traditional application, they just been runs in a virtual server in the cloud. But the SaaS application is a one-size-fits-all because it was created in code. So what that means is for different customers, they receive pretty much the same experience. But if you build it based on our responsive application platform, your SaaS application is actually just an XML model. But now with different user providing different requirements, information in metadata, the model can actually be interpreted by the engine differently. So now you can deliver individualized user experience now, even with the same SaaS application.
Let me ask an obvious question. What does enterprise IT think of all this? I mean, this is kind of radical thinking.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I say, so we, to tell you the truth, when we started out, bring this product to the market, about 7-8 years ago, we got 8 out of 10 enterprise IT say, no, this is going to take my job away. Yeah. But today, I'll tell you, now our customers are mostly, the forward-looking IT leaderships. They actually come to us and tell us, say, we need a platform can enable our business users, our business process analysts, our subject matter experts are able to build them. Okay, we enable them. So maybe we do SOA, we create services, but we need a tool to take what we create, turn them into a building blocks. They can put in their hands tangibly. Then they are able to assemble them, and they can create application. They don't like it, they can change how they want to put them together. Instead of we have to be late every single time to push the button. It's just not going to be possible because I don't have enough resources to do that from an enterprise IT perspective.
Building a future legacy that's not a legacy is the idea of break some of these old habits, getting through to enterprise IT, moving at the speed of light, moving at the speed of the web, or at the speed of today. We've been sitting here for a few minutes with Jesse Shiah with AgilePoint. They have a very interesting take on the whole thing, so please check them out. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you for watching. For SysCon TV, this is Roger Struckhoff.